I'll share two sides of mine. One as a wellness physician that considers this body as the tool and the means in which you can attain your self. And second as a psychotherapist to understand how the mind works and can we get it to work the way we want. So, what you see here is a clogged drainage pipe. Do you think this happens in a day or two? It's long time after which it starts getting clogged. And it all depends on what stuff goes inside through it. So, today I'm going to tell you about the most important organ of your body. This colon is not only your place where your stool resides, it is also the place where your emotions reside. Most of your physical illnesses are related to this colon. Now, if you look at the Eastern food habits, we use a lot of herbs, spices in our food, and the whole purpose behind using them is to maintain a healthy colon. Now, I would like to show you actually what is the exact structure of our body. If I have to make it simple, this is what we are. In simple words. In the complex way, it would go like this, then it will become like this, go like this, go like this, yeah, and then finally it will come up like this. This is the complex structure of you. So understanding complexity is very difficult, but this is very easy. And you all know, if this pipe is clean, everything is good. Same is true for this pipe. Your organs lie between two openings. One outside this and one inside is the opening and outside the opening. Our organs lie between these two things. You feed all these organs through this system. Now the secret to your health lies in this big giant structure. If I take this off from an adult male or a female and stretch it up, I can cover a tennis ground. Now that means it's a very big organ. Your food is the most important thing. Now here if you see, I showed you, you have the stomach, the small intestine, that then becomes into the large intestine, which now this is going up. This is called the transverse colon, descending colon, and a sigmoid colon. Now everything that you eat will be digested, absorbed, and the last phase where it remains. So most of your dirty stuff, not used stuff, is lying here. Very, very important to maintain the health of this particular structure. Today, the cancer in this region is increasing. Now, if you look at it, colorectal cancer is a major cause of morbidity, means death in the world today. Almost 9% of cancer deaths are related to colon. It is the third most common cause of cancer and the fourth most common cause of death. And gender-wise, it affects both male and female equally. It is always advised after the age of 40-45 to do a regular colonoscopy to check the colon. Colon is the seat of major diseases. Like you have mouth ulcers here, they are called ulcerative colitis. Sometimes the tissues of the colon stick to each other onto the walls around. There could be inflammatory conditions like colonic polyps or diverticulitis. A simple symptom like constipation that has been for a long time could be hiding something like a cancer that is developing inside. Let go of the other conditions like piles, fissures and fissuras of the rectal region. I'm going to show you a video, but I don't think so it will be visible. Let's try. Okay, this is how your food gets digested.
Pump out saliva to help break down and lubricate the food on its 12-hour, 13-foot journey through the gut. It'll pass small intestine before finally passing into the large intestine. Waves of contracting muscle keep the food moving, a process called peristalsis. These contractions are so powerful, we can even eat upside down. For the first time, a new camera shows a high-definition view of how food travels through our bodies and into...
Now, the reason I showed you something that goes through a baby's food is to make you realize even a small bolus of food has to travel a 12-hour journey. And that journey is propelled by a wave-like movement called peristalsis. We know the heart has movements like this, right? There's a similar wave-like movement that goes from here, pushing stuff down. It's exactly like dropping a stone in the water and you see those ripples. So the food I eat goes through my mouth and there I start the journey. This little motion of should go till the end, so you may understand how flexible and elastic your colon and your gut, your gastrointestinal tract should be. Many people suffer from this simple wave-like motion not happening. They suffer from long-standing constipation, and if you look at it, many diseases. Now, that's where you have to understand how and when can DXN help. Out of all the products, we have products that help you live a very healthy life. From supplements that are meant to clean your system up, the supplements that actually nourish your tissues, some can become a part of your food. Some a simple beverage like coffee and tea can enhance your vitality. Some juices can actually help to neutralize a lot of acid within your tissues. But one amazing product out of all that is this. Yeah, it is such an amazing product. It's a combination of most of the mushrooms available, different type of healing leaves, fruits and herbs together. It is going to be the fiber that is going to clean up your system. It's known as a high fiber food supplement. It's low in fat, sugar-free, cholesterol-free, high in both soluble and insoluble fiber, rich in vitamin C, calcium and iron. Now, it's packed with it's 21 amazing herbs. Let's get introduced to a few of them. Plantago psyllium, or psyllium husk that we commonly call, is known worldwide for its cleansing effect. It has an amazing power to take in water. So when it comes in touch with water, it just swells up. And these fiber basically do that when they go into your gut. When you take Plantago psyllium, a little water, and immediately after that, it goes in your gut and takes away the acid and other toxins. It will swell up and form the basic fiber for your stools. Because it has the ability to retain water, you don't have a dry stool. So very important to maintain, because in the large intestine we need non-drying substance. The second ingredient we have is celery. We all know celery is a food, but the properties of celery actually here act like fiber, neutralize and again cleanse the system. Now remember, we have a big, huge structure, as huge as the tennis ground, and we need to clean it up every day. Now, third ingredient is mulberry leaves. Now, this is known for its amazing properties of actually stimulating your GI system. So, the MYCO VEGGIE definitely contains this. Because leaf has been used, that means we are adding up another set of fibers. Yeah. Then we have the most famous noni leaf. Like the fruit has properties of, killing the parasites and removing them out of your system, leaf is probably much more potent to do that. Again, with fiber, it actually helps in cleaning up your GI system. Then we have ginkgo leaf. Now, ginkgo biloba again has very good effect on your GI system. It actually helps in stimulating the peristaltic movements. Okay, so very good ingredient again. Then now is the amazing thing. Now we have ginger in it. We all know the effect of ginger in the process of digestion. In India, we use it in every cooking that we use. Ginger actually helps in neutralizing a lot of acids and also stimulating your peristalsis. Now we have lemongrass. Lemongrass we know because it's famous for the lemongrass oil. Now here you need to watch. We have lemongrass which actually would also contain lemongrass oil. Oil is important for lubrication of the system inside. Using something like lemongrass is actually like cleaning up your system from inside. We all know when we clean up our utensils, something with lemon will actually clean up well. Research has shown vitamin C to even clean up your clogged arteries. We have a bunch of mushrooms that are combined into this. Mushrooms are basically your functional food to provide you the immediate nutrients. I'm going to name a few of the mushrooms that are used. Shiitake mushroom. Then we have, these are all, you get in the market. If you get it, you can buy and eat it. So they are basically food. Then we have the difficult name, but Glyphylum decastis. Now again, it's a nutritious mushroom. Alkaline property. Remember, your GI system is all about acids. Then we have the next is St. George's mushroom. It is again another nutritious mushroom. Then we have lion's mane mushroom. This is very good combination because I told you the intestines are supplied richly by blood vessels and nerve fibers. Nerve fibers, when they get irritated, they actually cause a lot of inflammatory conditions. And we all know the property of lion's mane to heal the nervous system. Adding that into MYCO VEGGIE is actually helping to clean up and also heal your nervous system. We have oyster mushroom, grey oyster mushroom, we have the split gill mushroom. They all are source of food and energy. Now, another important ingredient, sweet corn. Everybody knows the benefits of corn having at breakfast. Adding that to MYCO VEGGIE is actually improving the fiber as well as providing you nutrients. Lime, important to clean up your system from inside. The sister of lime, the sweet one, orange. Orange, all loaded with vitamin C. Yeah, then you have spirulina. We all know spirulina is an alkaline food. MYCO VEGGIE becomes completely alkaline. Iron-rich spirulina actually helps to fight a lot of bacteria. We have green tea in it. Green tea basically is a very good cleanser again. We have tangerine peel, something that stimulates your system again, okay, and also adds fiber. We have cinnamon. Cinnamon is a stimulant, improves your appetite and also your peristalsis. Being a spice, it has its own oil too. Star anise, again another spice to stimulate. Clove, again an oil-based aromatic spice. It has an amazing effect on your GI system. So now you know it is packed with so many nutrients. It's packed with spices, healing leaves, mushrooms. It's a complete source of your fiber. And if you ask me, the biggest problem in our diet today is the lack of fiber. We were a species that ate raw food, but now we are trying to take only processed food. So for your gut, MYCO VEGGIE is the most important broom or the cleanser. So how to use it? Now, understand the primary ingredient is the plantar that holds on to water. So you take, when you early morning or in the night or in the afternoon, whenever you want to take, you take a scoop to body weight, mix it with water and take it immediately. The reason you need to take it immediately is to see that it passes and settles down in the stomach. And there it will take even the acid and all those things and start absorbing them. And while it travels the path, it will keep on doing its job. Packed with other herbs, mushrooms, it will actually neutralize the acid. If there is inflammation around, it will actually help in healing the inflammation. And the basic idea, it is going to form the fiber for your stools. You can play with this now. If you want a different effect, especially for children who suffer from loss of appetite, hyperactive, we can use Morenzi. So do the same procedure, add around 15-20 ml of Morenzi to it. We all know it's analgesic and anti-inflammatory. Yeah, it works as an anti-helminthic, like to kill parasites. Add it with Roselle. Roselle is a coolant. It cools down your body temperature. It helps the kidneys to get neutralized and heal faster. So people suffering from hypertension, anger, bouts, a very good combo. People working in an AC environment, closed AC environment, where usually your body temperature should be exchanged with the environment. But because it is cold outside, your body tends to keep the heat within. Roselle as a combination with this is amazing. Again, 20-30 ml is a good. If you want to stimulate your system, loss of appetite, you need more energy, you want to just shake up your system, if you like it with any juice of your choice, you can add it up. People also mix it with a lot of nuts and dry fruits and make it their first morning breakfast with mine. You know, so a ball of nuts, fruits and everything, and 2 scoops of MYCO VEGGIE, fantastic. And why do I support taking it in the morning as breakfast? Because it can form the first bolus of fiber. First bolus of fiber will be in the front. So your food after that is already passing through a clean system. Because your first part of your stools is fiber and non-drying, you actually will start, having good motions. Now, the idea is to keep it in a cool and dry place. Now, if you look at the diseases, there's a huge list of diseases. And if you think it's only related to your gut, no. Even the organs related to the gut can be healed with a clean gut. We have the liver, the gallbladder, the spleen. So this good clean system, a clean pipe, will see that everything is. The idea here, if you see, I want to show you this structure basically. Why do we need to clean? It's very common that people talk today about colon detox. If I keep my fingers like this and draw something like this, that is how my intestines are. While the food travels through this, many a time food gets clogged into these small crevices. And if there is an inflammatory condition, sometimes these two stick together, they form adhesions. Like exactly if you have a dry mouth and you'll see your lips sticking to each other. Imagine two very thin tissues. Now this becomes a seed for what we say decay. Acid starts increasing. Now here it is rich in supply of blood and nerve fibers. So all the toxins travel into your bloodstream. This gut becomes a seat of your body functions. And since it is so huge in structure and so much densely covered with nerves, it also is the seat of your emotions. I always say we have two brains. One inside the skull protected. We love this a lot. We feed it with all the information. Yeah, we don't want anything to happen to this. But the second unprotected brain is here in the gut. And this is as intelligent, probably more than this one. Animals have this very well developed. We also have it very well developed. But we stop connecting with it. The people who connect, they have gut feelings. And sometimes it's said gut feelings are better than the brain feelings. So for me, it's very important to have a very, very clean lower part of your abdomen, your colon. Never ever suffer from a simple condition like constipation. That's your first sign that something is wrong inside. Now you would be thinking, is that all, or there are many conditions related to the gut? Your allergies, you getting flu again and again. Even your nasal discharge and congestion related to your gut. Take a nice chili and try eating it. Then you'll know how something gets affected. Your asthma, your abdominal pain, your bloating. These bacteria here feed and produce gas. The more bacteria, the more gas. Sometimes you have esophageal reflux, acidity. I told you about the pipe. This pipe has something which is locking system at different intervals. These are called sphincters. Like if I eat food from here, it goes down. Between my esophagus and my stomach, that prevents food from, while it is churning up, to come up again. But loss of peristalsis can actually weaken the sphincters. And many a time people suffer from reflux. And what is the treatment they take? Antacids. But that will not cure the problem. To get your peristalsis back in order, you will have to get your indisciplined colon back to discipline. As you get affected in the nasal area, your genital area also gets affected with your menstrual complaints like pain for women increases if your gut is not. Many people, women will complain of premenstrual bloating. They work synchronically. So bladder infections, varicose veins, your feet. Now here again, if there is constipation, the muscles have to move a lot and work very hard. This can trigger even accumulation of blood in your veins, muscle aches, arthritis. So back in India, when we treat a patient with joint pains, we first make sure his system is clean. Every skin condition, psoriasis, eczema, is all related to your gut. I told you about the emotions, depression, chronic fatigue syndrome, emotional disorders, simple lack of coordination, lack of concentration. If you can find that out early in children, you can actually help them at a very early age. Mood swings. Have you ever seen a person who suffers from IBS, irritable bowel syndrome? They have a fixed facial expression. It's like this. It pains, so what can they do? So again, mood swings, irritability, all related to your gut. And the direct conditions like constipation, diarrhea, gas. Have you ever wondered where does IBS come from? It's a fight between your gut and you. You get hard stools, the body wants to make soft stools, so you have loose motions. Because you have loose motions and loose fluid, the body has to again make hard stools. So intermittent hard stools, intermittent soft stools, loose stools. Anemia. You may take all the spirulina in the world, but if your gut is not clean, forget your levels of hemoglobin going up. You might take the best food, but if you are not having a clean gut, you will suffer from malnutrition. From worse conditions like cancer to simple things like cold feet and hands. Your gut is the source and the only source for your health. Because from here when you go back home, I want you to always remember you're nothing but an open pipe. As you keep your pipe clean, the cleaner you will be in your physical body and your mental body. This is what the company claims. It helps body detoxification by gently cleansing the digestive tracts and promoting waste elimination. So an amazing supplement which probably we miss taking every day. Honestly speaking, if I have a choice to start something towards my health, first I would start with a gut cleansing and then probably go on my other supplements. At least for 45 days minimum, go for a regular cleanse. This is the mindset. This is not the harsh way that they do hydrotherapy and hydrocolon cleansing, taking purgatives, laxatives. This is using a combination of a lot of herbs, fruits, mushrooms together. Get back in your shape. It's very important. Yeah. So here, whatever is your height, divide that by 2. That should be your waist size. For people who suffer from obesity, whether this has just come out, they definitely need a cleanser. And here it is why we can use MYCO VEGGIE. It can substitute for meals and it can get back your peristalsis and your gut health back. So if you have put yourself on a diet, don't forget to add fiber. It's an amazing product. Yeah, you should definitely try. But don't forget to take your RGGA. Yeah, thank you so much.